Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Destination Lifestyle, where dining, eating, shopping, traveling, and even indigo tales are gonna be shared with you only in this channel. As you all know, I have been sharing with you my videos on some of the stuff, the luxury items that I got, the review, the unboxing, and it is very exciting, isn't it? But apart from that, there's also a side of me that has been experiencing some supernatural encounters a couple of years back, which I'm trying to compile in this channel. And you know, if you have been following the story from the beginning of my indigo supernatural tales, you can see that at first everything went very smooth. You know, it wasn't like anything scary at all. It's just the first contact that I've been having ever since I was a young boy. But over the years, it gradually becomes more intense, as you can see in a previous episode where I have my scary staycation in Singapore, where I experienced the poltergeist activity of it shaking the bed that I was in until I saw the spirit left the building. You can watch that in the Scary Staycation Singapore episode. And the previous hotel experiences as well, you can see that, you know, wherever you go sometimes, if you're sensitive to these kind of things, you're bound to perhaps had a brush with the supernatural. And today, I'm going to share with you another story that I had years ago when I was traveling to Bali. Bali has been known to be one of the best destinations for tourists to come, you know, during the summer, the winter, but in Indonesia, every day is summer. So it's going to be the perfect place for your holidays. Bali itself is very well known to be very, you know, strong, to have strong heritage and with the well-embraced cultures. And to some people who are very sensitive to the supernatural, I think, would find the land to be very sacred. And one way or another, you might just have an encounter like what I had when I was there. So you see, there was a time when a couple of friends and I, we decided to go for a holiday in Bali. We went to Kuta, to be exact. And we planned to stay there for a couple of days, 5 days perhaps. And we checked into these very nice resort-like hotels. As far as I could remember, they have like 4 or 5 buildings, each having 2 stories, 2 levels, for different occupants, for different guests. So the bottom part and the top rooms are for different customers. What is so nice about this place is that if you walk right out to the front, you can directly go into the Kuta beach, which is very convenient, isn't it? So as usual, people would go to Bali to, you know, to see the sceneries, to experience the cultures, and of course not forgetting also the nightlife. The nightlife in Bali, I mean, was very, very exciting. So that was exactly what we were all doing on one particular night during our stay there. So as far as I could remember, we were one night after dinner, we were heading to this club, and we had our fun, you know, the couple of us enjoying the night. And then when it was about like 2 a.m. I think in the morning, we decided to walk back to the cottage that we stayed in. Now, I was kind of like, you know, half drunk at that time. So at this point of time, I've been encountering some supernatural things before. But this particular night, as we were walking back to the cottage, in the far distance of about 10 meters to 15 meters up front, I saw a naked guy squatting by the roadside. You know, being half drunk, I thought it was just a crazy person at night, you know. So my friends and I, we were laughing, we were talking and walking, and when we passed the person, I was a bit confused at first, because I mean, there were like 5 of us walking together. Any one of us would surely comment, you know, when they saw a naked guy by the roadside, isn't it? At least, you know, they would say something. But as we were walking, my friends seemed to be, you know, not noticing this guy at all. So as we walked past him, I turned back, and now he was standing. He was kind of like reaching out to me. Oh, my hair stands, you know. And telepathically, I think we were like I could hear him in my heart. He was saying like, "Help me. I'm hungry. I'm cold." Literally, he's asking for help because he's hungry and cold. But, you know, I wouldn't want to stay behind and, you know, figure out what to do for him. So I decided to just walk together with my group of friends back to the cottage. So when we got to the cottage, I think it was about like 2:30 a.m. in the morning, half an hour walk. Everything was cool at that point still. I did not really put what I saw, you know, seriously in my mind. So that night, without even showering, all of us just fell on the bed, on the floor, getting some sleep. That night, on the bed, I think there was this guy and me. We were sleeping on the bed, but the position was, his head was on that side and his foot was near my face. And so vice versa, you know, my head was on this side and my feet were close to his face as well. So we were dead, you know, tired at that point, I think. So as I dozed off and I began to sleep, suddenly I felt like something was moving here by my neck. You know, at first I thought it was my friend's toe. You know, sometimes when people sleep, he would like move their feet, you know, and I felt that very, how to say, strange at that time, because if it was his toes, why would I feel that gradually it becomes wet like a tongue? So imagine this, you are sleeping and you couldn't move your body at all, but you felt a tongue on your neck licking up and down in a slow motion, licking and licking. You know, in my fear, as I froze, I couldn't move my body. I tried to, you know, look to the right side. I tried to figure out what it was. Was it my friend's toe or was it something else? I couldn't move at all. So it was just my eyes rolling to the side. And what I saw was, from the corner of my eyes, was like, I think it's a head, but the hair was short. I wouldn't figure it has long hair. So I thought maybe there was a guy. And the head was here, and it was licking me. And it terrified me, you know, being tired, half asleep, and you have this kind of experience, it would scare the out of you. You know what I mean? And I tried to remain calm and poised, and I decided to pray hard. And finally, I managed to just flip to the side and turn, and then it was gone. Oh, you can imagine that I had very, that was one of the scariest moments. In Singapore, I had the bed shaken by this poltergeist activity, and this time in Bali, I had this head licking my neck. So I was looking around, seeing my friends were all sound asleep. They were not disturbed by my sudden move. So after a while, I decided to just go back to sleep. So luckily, for the next couple of days, I had no more incidents as such in Bali, and we had our holiday just like that. Have fun time in Bali. And until now, sometimes I would still wonder, what actually happened? What is the correlation between the naked guy by the roadside and this head that is licking my neck? Could there be a possible connection between the two incidents, or it was basically they were just separate incidents unrelated to each other? But still, it is an experience, one of the earliest experiences that I had with the supernatural. As you continue to watch the upcoming episodes, you would see that it will gradually become more connected. It becomes more aggressive. And there was this point, at a certain point of time, I could see through anybody, any person, from his past, his present, and how they would pass on, So that will be in the future episodes. So I hope you enjoy the video. Leave your comments below if you have similar experiences, or what do you think, whether these two incidents had connections to each other. And if you like the video, of course, share them, give it a like, give it a 2 thumbs up, and of course, do not forget to subscribe. Your support really matters, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Bye-bye.